Good morning. Welcome to Faith in the Morning. Something good is going to happen to you today, so expect miracles. Thank you for starting your day with me. Faith in the Morning exists to help you start your day with faith and encouragement, and that's exactly what's going to happen today. So I want to thank you however you're watching. If you're watching on our live stream on YouTube or Facebook Live or Twitter, or if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or watching on Faith Plus or our website, once again, welcome to Faith in the Morning. If you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel or Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or download the Faith Plus app. And one of the things we're doing is we lead up to Christmas. Every weekday we're doing a special Christmas devotional. So let's jump right into it today. Go with me to Luke chapter 2. Luke chapter 2, starting with verse 7, it says, "And she, Mary, brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people." Notice the first declaration, the first message that was delivered to the shepherds after Jesus was born. Fear not. You know, it's been said many times before, I'm sure you've heard it, that there's 365 times in the Bible to say fear not or do not be afraid. And that is part of the first message of Christmas preached to those in the fields. Do not be afraid. You might say, but there's so many things going on in the world. So many things to be concerned about. So many things on the news. Yeah, I'm aware. But the message of Christmas and the message of the gospel to you is do not be afraid. Decades later, Jesus said it this way, don't let your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. You can make a decision whether you let your heart to be troubled, and you can make a decision if you slip in fear. And so the thing is, you can sense fear, but will you follow it? And see, fear is not just fright. Sometimes fear is a method of operations, that you're making decisions based out of fear. Not even knowledge, not even fact, and definitely not faith. You're making decisions out of fear and out of despair, instead of making decisions out of faith, hope, and wisdom. So employ the first message of the angels today. Fear not. Choose to not be afraid. Make decisions with the wisdom of God, because you seek God, you ask for his guidance, and he leads you and guides you into all truth. And as you go throughout your day today, remember what Jesus prayed in John 17. God loves you as much as he loves Jesus. You see, when you meditate on the love of God, do you know what 1 John tells us? That perfected or grown up or mature love casts out, evicts, flushes out all fear. So throughout the day, remind yourself how much God loves you. Remind yourself that God loved you so much, he sent Jesus for you. That's what we celebrate at Christmas time, the gift the Father gave us. And it was a gift because he loved us. John 3:16, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." Remember how much God loves you. Meditate on that love. Make a decision to operate by faith, by love, by wisdom, and choose to not be afraid of anything. Do what God has called you to do today. Forgive everybody of everything. Walk in love. Walk in the light. Walk in forgiveness. Walk in the Spirit. And don't fulfill the lust of the flesh. Live this way and live free from fear. Thank you for joining me today for Faith in the Morning. As I said, it helps you start your day with faith and encouragement. So live by this faith lifestyle. Choose to live free from fear by thinking on continually how much God loves you. Sing the songs you know about God's love. Go over verses about God's love. And simply to say throughout the day, God loves me. When you got a break throughout the day today, to say, God loves me. And then to say, God loves me as much as he loves Jesus. Before we go, say it out loud and put it in the chat. If you're watching somewhere we're streaming, you can put it in the chat. Say, God loves me. Come on, say it one more time. Say, God loves me. One more time. Say, God loves me. Now say this out loud and put it in the chat. As we learn from John 17. Say, God loves me as much as he loves Jesus. One more time. Say, God loves me as much as he loves Jesus. Thank you for joining me this morning. If you haven't already, subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. Have a great day. Something good is going to happen to you today. So expect miracles. God bless.